Are you over 70 years old? Have you always believed that regular health checkups are the secret to living a long and healthy life? Well, what if I told you that some of the very tests you've been getting year after year could actually be harming your health and even shortening your lifespan? It sounds shocking, right? But it's a truth that's been backed by science. As we age, many practices and recommendations we follow simply don't have the same impact they used to. The old belief that more tests lead to better health isn't just outdated, it could be misleading, and in some cases, even dangerous. In this video, we're going to uncover 5 surprising reasons why those regular health checkups you've relied on for years might be doing more harm than good after the age of 70. You'll discover how unnecessary tests can lead to anxiety, stress, and even unnecessary treatments that your body simply doesn't need. More importantly, you'll learn why focusing on the right types of tests, the ones that truly matter for your well-being, is the only way to protect your health as you grow older. But that's not all. We'll also reveal the 5 essential health tests that seniors in their golden years truly need to stay healthy and vibrant. These are the key tests that will help you prevent serious health issues, maintain a high quality of life, and even avoid costly medical bills. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to prioritize your health, save time, money, and energy, and focus on what matters most. So stay tuned, because this video could completely change the way you think about health and wellness moving forward. Let's dive into the truth. If you're not already subscribed, now's the perfect time to hit that subscribe button and activate the notification bell so you never miss out on any future videos. Your support means the world to me, and if you found this video helpful, you can make a big difference by liking and sharing it to spread these valuable lessons to others. And if you like the topic of today's video, please comment 1 below. If not, feel free to comment 0, and let me know how I can improve to make better videos just for you. Now, let's get started. 1. Unnecessary tests can cause unwarranted anxiety and stress. As we age, many of us undergo routine health screenings as a preventive measure to catch any potential problems early. It's a common practice, and one that seems to make sense on the surface. However, what many seniors don't realize is that excessive testing can actually lead to unnecessary stress and anxiety. In fact, sometimes the very tests we rely on to safeguard our health can do more harm than good. For instance, imagine receiving a test result that shows a minor anomaly, something that, in all likelihood, is completely harmless. The result, however, causes panic. Suddenly, you're caught up in a whirlwind of worry, awaiting further tests, waiting for doctor's appointments, and stewing over the uncertainty. The stress of this cycle can become overwhelming, with each round of testing and waiting creating more anxiety, and in turn, more tests. This constant state of worry can have a serious impact on mental health. It's just as important to protect your mental well-being as it is your physical health as you get older. The emotional strain that comes from being stuck in this cycle can manifest physically as well. Chronic stress can elevate blood pressure, leading to hypertension. It can contribute to depression and anxiety disorders. All of these mental health issues, if left unchecked, can significantly reduce your overall quality of life, and in extreme cases, may even shorten your lifespan. It's important to remember that health isn't just about the absence of disease, it's about feeling good mentally, emotionally, and physically. When unnecessary tests drive up your stress levels, they can compromise your mental and physical well-being in ways that harm rather than help. So, while health checkups are necessary, it's equally essential to focus on the right tests and avoid getting swept up in the anxiety of excess testing. Let's keep in mind that a healthier approach to wellness doesn't have to involve worrying about every little thing. It's about balance, calm, and focusing on tests that truly matter, those that protect you and help you thrive. 2. Some tests are dangerous for older adults. As we age, our bodies undergo natural changes that can make us more vulnerable to certain health conditions. That's why regular health checkups are often emphasized as an important tool to monitor well-being. However, it's crucial to understand that not all tests, even those commonly recommended for younger adults, are necessarily safe for seniors. Some procedures can pose significant risks, and these risks increase as we get older. For example, screenings like colonoscopies or mammograms are often suggested to catch potential issues early, but they may carry higher risks for older adults. Seniors, particularly those over 70, often have weaker immune systems and more fragile bodies. A routine colonoscopy that may seem straightforward for a younger adult could present a higher risk of complications for someone whose health is more delicate. These procedures can sometimes result in infections, internal injuries, or even unnecessary surgeries, complications that could have been avoided in the first place. The stress these tests place on the body can have long-lasting effects, leaving seniors feeling physically weakened and, at times, more unwell than before. It's important to recognize that as we age, our bodies become less resilient to medical interventions. What might have been a routine, simple procedure when we were younger can now cause complications that are harder to recover from. Seniors are more susceptible to the side effects of these invasive procedures, and the risks may outweigh the benefits, especially if the condition being tested for is unlikely to pose any real threat in the future. Therefore, it's essential to approach health screenings with a more thoughtful and measured mindset as we get older. Not every test is necessary, and in some cases, avoiding certain screenings could be the wisest course of action. Instead of focusing on testing for every possible issue, seniors should work with their healthcare providers to identify the tests that are truly necessary for their health, and consider the risks involved in each one. It's about making sure the benefits of testing outweigh any potential harm. 3. Overdiagnosis leads to unnecessary treatments. As we grow older, one of the most concerning trends in healthcare is the phenomenon known as overdiagnosis, particularly among seniors. Overdiagnosis occurs when doctors identify conditions that are either harmless or so slow-growing that they wouldn't have impacted the patient's health during their lifetime. In many cases, these conditions are found during routine screenings or tests that are performed as a part of a general health checkup. For example, conditions like small lung nodules or minor prostate issues are commonly detected in older adults. While these may show up on imaging tests, they often pose no immediate threat to the individual's health. Many of these abnormalities are so insignificant that they would not have caused any problems if left untreated. However, once these abnormalities are found, the next step is often a series of follow-up tests, treatments, and medications, all based on something that isn't truly harmful. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The problem with this approach is that unnecessary treatments, which may include invasive procedures, medications, or even surgeries, can cause more harm than good. For instance, medications designed to treat these small issues can come with a variety of side effects such as digestive problems, fatigue, or even long-term organ damage. These side effects can significantly affect a senior's quality of life and, in some cases, may cause more harm than the original condition. Instead of focusing on these small, inconsequential health concerns, seniors could enjoy a better quality of life by avoiding unnecessary treatments. Living without the constant worry of chasing after every abnormality can make a significant difference in emotional well-being. Seniors could spend more time focusing on what truly matters, spending time with loved ones, enjoying hobbies, and staying active, without the burden of excessive treatments and medical interventions. Rather than treating every detected issue as an emergency, the focus should shift to overall well-being, using medical resources wisely and carefully, and prioritizing quality of life over unnecessary health interventions. Seniors deserve to live freely and confidently, knowing that their health care is working for them, not against them. 4. Costly and time-consuming tests drain resources. Health checkups are essential for maintaining well-being, but they can quickly become a financial burden, especially when unnecessary tests pile up. For seniors, who are often on fixed incomes or living on a pension, the costs associated with extra tests, follow-up visits, medications, and even potential hospitalizations can rapidly drain their savings. In many cases, older adults find themselves caught in a cycle of medical expenses that don't contribute to their overall health. For example, if you're undergoing numerous tests that are deemed unnecessary, each test comes with its own set of costs. Whether it's for the test itself, the follow-up appointments, or the additional treatments that may be recommended as a result. These added expenses can be particularly challenging for seniors who are living on a limited income, as they may not have the financial flexibility to absorb these unexpected costs. Instead of spending money on tests that might not be necessary, seniors should be focusing on improving their quality of life. Medical expenses shouldn't overshadow the ability to live comfortably and enjoy retirement. However, when seniors are stuck in the cycle of unnecessary health tests, their financial resources can be drained at a time when they should be able to focus on enjoying their golden years. The anxiety and stress caused by mounting medical bills can also take a toll on emotional health, creating a constant worry about finances rather than an opportunity to relax and thrive. In an ideal world, the health system would emphasize prevention and only recommend tests that are truly necessary to address potential risks or conditions that directly impact a senior's quality of life. By eliminating unnecessary screenings, older adults can keep more of their hard-earned savings for the things that matter most, such as enjoying activities, spending time with family, or traveling, without constantly worrying about medical costs. Seniors deserve to live their lives with peace of mind, not buried under a mountain of medical bills. It's crucial to have thoughtful, intentional conversations with healthcare providers about which tests are essential and which can be skipped. Prioritizing smart, effective health practices can free up valuable time, energy, and resources for what matters in these later years. 5. Too many tests can detract from focus on true health needs. As we age, it's common to want to stay proactive about our health, often scheduling regular checkups and screenings to monitor our well-being. However, when seniors are bombarded with unnecessary tests, it can shift their focus away from what truly matters for their health. Instead of prioritizing a healthy lifestyle that includes balanced nutrition, regular exercise, and mental well-being, seniors may become caught up in a never-ending cycle of medical appointments and procedures that don't address their real health priorities. The problem arises when people start to believe that more tests equal better health. While it's true that health screenings are important, too many tests can create an overwhelming sense of obligation and anxiety. These unnecessary tests, while well-intentioned, may divert attention from the fundamentals of health, such as eating nutritious meals, staying physically active, and managing mental health. When we focus too much on medical procedures, we risk neglecting the habits that have a far more significant impact on overall wellness. Rather than living in a constant state of worry about upcoming doctor's visits or test results, seniors could be spending their precious time doing things that truly enhance their quality of life. This might include spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, or enjoying the simple pleasures that make life meaningful. Instead of feeling as though their life revolves around appointments and tests, seniors should be able to focus on what truly keeps them happy, fulfilled, and healthy. When you're constantly juggling appointments for tests that may not even be necessary, it can prevent you from enjoying the present moment. The stress and worry about test results can overshadow the joys of daily life. By shifting the focus to what truly matters, like healthy eating, exercise, and mental well-being, seniors can not only improve their physical health but also reclaim their time and energy for the things they love. True health comes from a holistic approach that goes beyond medical procedures. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports both the mind and body, reducing stress, and embracing the activities that bring happiness. Seniors should feel empowered to prioritize their well-being by focusing on lifestyle habits that truly make a difference in their lives, rather than getting caught in a cycle of endless tests. 5 essential tests you need after 70. As we age, it becomes increasingly important to focus on the right tests that help maintain our health and well-being. After the age of 70, some medical screenings and assessments are particularly crucial in helping to detect health issues early, before they become more serious or difficult to manage. Here are 5 essential tests every senior should consider to stay healthy and vibrant. 1. Blood pressure measurement. Blood pressure is truly one of the most vital health indicators we have, especially as we enter the later stages of life. As we age, our bodies naturally change, and it becomes even more crucial to pay attention to things we might have taken for granted when we were younger. One of the most concerning aspects of high blood pressure, often referred to as the silent killer, is how it can silently and gradually wreak havoc on your health without showing any immediate warning signs. Imagine living life thinking you're perfectly fine, only to discover, much later, that years of unchecked high blood pressure have been silently damaging your heart, kidneys, and blood vessels, leading to conditions like heart disease, stroke, or kidney failure. It's heartbreaking to think that something so dangerous could be so invisible, silently creeping up on us. But here's the thing, there's hope. By regularly measuring your blood pressure, you can catch early signs of hypertension long before irreversible damage sets in. This simple step of checking your blood pressure could very well be the difference between a lifetime of health and facing a future full of complications. And, trust me, once you catch it early, you can take charge of your health. You have the power to make impactful changes. Whether it's improving your diet, increasing your physical activity, or starting a prescribed medication regimen that could make all the difference. The good news is that high blood pressure is often manageable with the right lifestyle choices and medications. It's not a death sentence. It's an opportunity to take control of your health. However, what's equally important is the consistency of those efforts. Regular checkups and monitoring are critical because you want to be sure that you're staying on top of it. This routine can be a simple but life-saving habit, ensuring that your blood pressure remains in a healthy range and preventing the unnecessary, painful outcomes of untreated hypertension. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving. And that starts with understanding, awareness, and the commitment to taking care of yourself every step of the way. So, don't wait. Take action now, because your health and future are worth it. 2. Diabetes screening. Diabetes is a silent, but insidious threat that many older adults face, and the truth is, it can creep up on you without warning. For those of us in our later years, the risk of developing diabetes only increases, and the consequences of leaving it unchecked can be devastating. Nerve damage that robs you of feeling, heart disease that slowly chips away at your vitality, or kidney failure that leaves you dependent on others for life's most basic functions. The heartbreaking part is that diabetes can silently damage your body long before you even realize it's there, often presenting no symptoms until it's already in its advanced stages. This is why regular diabetes screening isn't just a good idea. It's essential, perhaps even life-saving. In my heart, I believe that the most powerful thing we can do for ourselves as we age is to be proactive about our health. Early detection of diabetes can make a world of difference. It could be something as simple as a blood test, something that might seem small, but could be the difference between a life full of health or one plagued by avoidable complications. If caught early, diabetes can often be managed through diet adjustments, increasing physical activity, or starting medications that help regulate blood sugar levels. And believe me, the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're on top of your health is worth every bit of effort it takes to get those regular checkups. By staying consistent with diabetes screening, you're not just going through the motions. You're actively taking charge of your future. You're saying, I am worthy of good health, and you're refusing to let something as serious as diabetes sneak up on you and control your life. We owe it to ourselves, to our families, and to our communities to be vigilant about our health. In doing so, we protect not only our quality of life but our ability to continue enjoying the moments that matter most. 3. Bone density test. Osteoporosis is a silent yet crippling threat that looms over many older adults, especially women. As we age, our bones naturally become more fragile, making us more vulnerable to fractures that can cause unimaginable pain and, in some cases, result in permanent disability. The thought of losing the ability to move freely, to care for ourselves, and to remain independent is terrifying. It's a fear that many of us silently carry, hoping for the strength to maintain the life we've built. This is where a bone density test becomes not just a medical procedure, but a lifeline, a simple, non-invasive way to measure the strength of your bones and detect early signs of osteoporosis before it takes hold. Imagine the relief of knowing you've caught something early enough to make a difference. Early detection is everything. It allows you to take action and make choices that can dramatically change the course of your health. Taking calcium and vitamin D supplements, for example, might seem like a small step, but it can have a powerful impact on your bones. Pair that with weight-bearing exercises, and you're actively fighting the very thing that threatens your ability to live life on your terms. For some, medications may be necessary. Medications that are designed to strengthen bones, prevent fractures, and preserve independence. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Bone health isn't just about avoiding fractures. It's about holding on to the freedom we cherish as we grow older. The freedom to move, to walk, to play with grandchildren, to travel, to enjoy life without fear of being held back by pain or immobility. Regular bone density tests are an essential part of that freedom. They are a proactive step toward taking control of your health, ensuring that you're doing everything in your power to safeguard your bones and maintain your mobility as the years go by. Don't wait until it's too late. Make bone health a priority today. It's an investment in a future where you can continue to thrive, rather than merely survive. 4. Hearing and vision tests. As we get older, the inevitable passage of time begins to show its effects on our bodies in ways we often don't notice at first. One of the most subtle but significant changes we face involves the loss of sensory abilities, especially our hearing and vision. These changes can sneak up on us, sometimes barely noticeable at first, but they can gradually chip away at our quality of life. The thing is, these issues, hearing loss and vision impairment, are not just minor inconveniences. They can profoundly affect our daily existence and our overall well-being. I can't stress enough how deeply they can alter our connection with the world around us. For instance, untreated hearing loss doesn't just mean you might miss out on conversations. It can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness. Imagine sitting in a room full of people, unable to fully participate in conversations or hear the laughter of your loved ones. It can be heartbreaking. This isolation can, over time, contribute to cognitive decline. We are social beings, and when we can no longer hear or connect with others, it's like a part of us starts to wither away. It's painful to think about, but it's a reality that many face as they age. Similarly, poor vision can severely limit our independence. Think about something as simple as walking down the street. With poor vision, even the simplest walk can become a risky venture. The fear of tripping, missing obstacles, or not being able to see familiar faces clearly can be frightening. The danger of falling increases, and suddenly, the world feels like a much scarier place. These are not just physical limitations but emotional ones as well. It's easy to feel like a shell of the person you once were when you're no longer able to do the things you love or move around as freely as you once could. That's why I believe that regular hearing and vision tests should be at the top of our priority list as we age. These tests are not just about keeping tabs on our physical health. They are about taking proactive steps to preserve our independence and our joy. The earlier we catch these issues, the better we can address them. Whether it means getting hearing aids to help us enjoy conversations again or getting corrective glasses to see the beauty of the world with clarity, these tools are life-changing. They give us the chance to continue living our lives fully, to keep up with our passions, and to remain engaged with the people we care about. I truly believe that these tests are a gift to ourselves, an investment in our future. By staying on top of these screenings, we are allowing ourselves to continue doing what we love, maintaining our connections with others, and holding on to our sense of independence. We don't have to give up the things that bring us joy. With the right tools and regular checkups, we can keep experiencing the world to its fullest, even as we age. And that, in my opinion, is something worth striving for. 5. Depression screening. Depression is a condition that is far too often overlooked in older adults, and that needs to change. The truth is, Depression can take a silent toll on the mental and physical well-being of seniors, yet its effects can be profound and devastating. As we age, many of us face a host of challenges: loss of loved ones, declining health, the struggle with loneliness. And while it's natural to feel sadness from time to time, depression is a much deeper, more serious issue. It's not just the occasional blues or the mourning of life's inevitable changes. It's a medical condition that demands recognition and, more importantly, care. Too often, the signs of depression in older adults are hidden behind other conditions or mistaken for the normal sadness that comes with growing older. It's heartbreaking how easily this can be misinterpreted. What appears to be the natural grieving process after a loss could, in reality, be a deep and unaddressed mental health crisis. And that's why we must be vigilant. Depression isn't just a passing phase or something that comes and goes with the seasons. It is a persistent, overwhelming feeling that colors everything: our thoughts, our relationships, and even our physical health. Ignoring it, or brushing it off as part of getting older, can have devastating consequences. The longer it's left untreated, the harder it becomes to overcome. That's where depression screenings come in, and they can truly be life-changing. I strongly believe that regular screenings are one of the most effective ways to identify this condition early on, allowing for prompt intervention. It's crucial to catch depression before it spirals out of control. When detected early, seniors can benefit from various forms of treatment, whether it's through therapy, medication, or positive lifestyle changes. The sooner we address depression, the sooner we can restore balance to the emotional and physical well-being of those who are suffering. And let me tell you this from the heart: treatment for depression can make an incredible difference. It's not just about managing the sadness, it's about rediscovering the joy, the hope, and the strength that may have been lost along the way. I've seen it firsthand. Seniors who have received treatment for depression not only begin to heal emotionally, but they also experience real, tangible improvements in their physical health. Their energy comes back. Their relationships improve. They start to feel alive again, to enjoy life again. It's not an easy journey, but it can bring immeasurable rewards. In the end, addressing depression is about giving our seniors the gift of hope. The hope that with proper care, they can live their later years with dignity, joy, and peace of mind. And that is something every single one of us deserves, no matter our age. As we wrap up, let's reflect on what we've learned together today. Depression in older adults is a serious, often overlooked issue that can affect not only mental health but physical well-being as well. Through regular screenings, we can catch this condition early, ensuring timely treatment that can lead to profound improvements in a senior's quality of life. Remember, depression is not a normal part of aging. It's a medical condition that requires attention and care. So, what's one thing that stood out to you today? What is one thing you've learned that you will make an effort to apply in your life or share with someone you love? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please share in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a comment, hit that like button, share it with someone who might benefit, and, of course, subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Your support helps us continue bringing important conversations to light. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.